your eyes.
Do you?
I love the rest of your face, too. Haven't even looked further down, but I'm sure it's all fantastic. I'm sure it'll be better next time.
Well done. Some people make a real mess of it the first time.
Amateurs.
I have to tell you, the last time I met you, it was one of my first events ever. It was the Time Traveler's Wife red carpet. And I remember the publicist was really rushed, and she said, I just don't think we're going to have time for you. But I don't know if you remember, but you made a point to stop and say hi and answer our questions. And I remember I was almost in tears because you're my girl crush. I'm just going to say it. So I was like, if I came all the way here and don't get to interview her. But I just remember having that moment where I just thought, like, her publicist could have rushed her on by, and you were so kind to stop. So that's pretty much been the general consensus today.
So that's nice. I'm glad it worked out. Yeah. Where were you?
We were in New York City. It was
In
at
New
the
York.
Ziegfeld Theater.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So I thought maybe that's why she's so lovely and does so many romantic comedies, is because she's just like the ultimate, you know, love and generosity. But you can say for yourself, what is it that draws you so much to these beautiful love stories you always do?
I just love movies with love in them.
Yeah.
Those are my favorites. So I guess I'm just naturally drawn towards that. I feel like there's usually an element of love, whether it's love for a person or a pet or yourself or whatever it is. I mean, I feel like it's such a universal theme, and it's hard to ignore it really in, you know, your everyday life. So and who would want to? So I don't know, I'm just always drawn to it.
When you play characters like this, does it teach you something more about relationships in general that you can take away after playing these beautiful arcs of stories?
Yeah, I really felt like the experience of making this movie, it taught me a lot. Just working with Richard, everything he brings to the film, he brings to his life, and he brings to the sets, and he extends to the crew. He's a very generous man, and he really takes stock of life and the best parts of it, and the worst. He's totally into the worst parts too, and he makes that funny so that you can move on quickly from it, and nothing's ever too heavy or so I learned a lot from him on this film. I think we all did.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was really special.
What do you think is the best relationship advice that you would impart with your female viewers?
Oh, God. I don't know. I mean, really someone who can make you laugh.
Yeah.
I think that's because the looks are gonna go, the charm is gonna go, it's all gonna go, you know, but I think if the laughter can remain, you're in good shape.
I thought that was the best part when he said find the humor in every day. When he got to relive it, was to just look for those moments where you could just let all of your pretenses go away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a good little lesson.
Yeah, absolutely. If you could go back to any point in your life, just that was beautiful and wonderful that you could relive, which one part would it be?
I mean, probably like family vacations when I was young, you know, just that's the thing, you know, about this film. It's like you wouldn't necessarily go back to anything particularly spectacular. It's these little moments in life that you might not even remember that added up to, you know, something bigger. So I'd just go back and hang out at the cottage with my folks, my brother, my sister.
And my last question is, I'm sure it's hard to choose, but if you had to find one of your characters that had the most special place in your heart, who are you most fond of? I mean, you get so close to these people you build. Who's the most special to you?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I guess probably one of the first characters I played was one of the witches in Macbeth when I was like 12 years old. I think it's more that it was my first brush with acting and with a really intense character. So I would probably go way back there.
I'm going to go with Allie from The Notebook.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much.
I tried to live every day as if it was the final day of my extraordinary, ordinary life.
I hope I see you again.
You will. My whole life depends on it.